Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be starting the station for Shockwave at Drayton Manor, and going to be doing some other scenery. So here I am starting the walls for this part. I don't get much actually done on the station because it does take a long time, because there's lots of weird placements of wood pieces, which makes it quite hard to do it right. But anyway, as well, I made a dryer thing, they have up, because it was the Splash Canyon ride, but they removed that because, as I said in the last episode, someone died there, and I can totally understand why they did that. But anyway, right now I'm doing it with, I spent ages trying to find the right pieces to do this part of the wall, but right now this isn't what I finished up with. I started doing it, and I got a lot of my progress on the station. It was corrupted, like the video files, and it was just a bit annoying. It took me an absolute age to do this, so it wouldn't be that interesting to watch anyway, so I cut out a load because it just took too long. Also, the music in the background, yes, I found some music that they did use on Shockwave. I'm not sure if they still do, but it was there last time I went. But anyway, now I'm starting on the heater or dryer for whatever, and this didn't take too long to do. It spent about an hour making this, and there's about 500 so pieces in there. Yeah, I think it's called like the Splash Heat Wave or something, still based around the Splash Canyon ride. But even though the Splash Canyon itself is gone, I'm pretty sure the heaters are still there, because there is Stormforce 10, another water ride. And yeah, I made this out of the lumber, I think, pieces on the Steam Workshop, like just wood pieces which you can recolor, which is great. I made almost the entire station building just out of these lumber pieces. Since I've doing this bit, what is quite strange is it's just quite weird, because I wasn't really sure how to do the back of this thing, because you can't see it because it's against the wall. So I just modelled it after what you can see from the front, and I think it looks quite good. I did cut out doing the roof and some other parts, just because the video is going to be like half an hour long if I did show the entire station and stuff. So really, I've just cut out a lot. For the station, I did make it out of these wooden pieces, as I said earlier, because I just made out of wood pieces, and I had to bring them forwards and backwards a bit, because if you just put it all in a flat piece, it just looks a bit weird, because it's all one part. It looks like it's just all part of one flat wood wall, so I had to bring them forwards and backwards a bit, and then like tilt them. So yeah, it's quite weird. But anyway, the floor on the heater thing, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll be on this yet at the time lapse, but it will, hopefully. Yeah, it's quite weird because the building is entirely brown because it's just wood, and then it has this blue floor with orangey brown underneath it. Weird colour scheme choice, but okay, it doesn't look too bad. Anyway, I also made a sign for the Shockwave. It says that on the side of the building, and I spent literal hours trying to get that sign working in TMTK, but it just kept throwing inside out. Someone said to flip the normals, I think that was Theme Park LB, but it didn't. I just kept trying that, it didn't seem to work for some reason. But anyway, it's like, it turns out after doing all that anyway, the sign was an outdated one, which I did, so I'm gonna have to redo it all, which is really annoying. Anyway, I've cut forward again, and now I'm doing the side of the shed the front of the shed, sorry, like it's quite annoying because you'd have to use loads of small beam pieces if you didn't do it how I did it, and it just has loads and loads of pieces, and I don't want to add to the piece count. So I made it like, I just made loads of flat wood pieces on the sides, and then I pulled them forwards and backwards so it looks like it gives the same sort of effect and doesn't look very bad. I mean, it doesn't look exactly how it's supposed to, but it looks great anyway. And the piece count isn't very high. I think it's a total of 690 in there, just one of these, so it's not too bad. But this took so long to do. I had to individually move each one, and there's two sides of it, and it was just a real pain. But yeah, at some point, so the time lapses probably moved back to the station right now. So yeah, I have as you can see, I have done a lot on the front, and then a lot of the station was just copy and pasting different parts, because the windows, they're all the same. Like, there's loads of angles, wood slanted at this side, slanted at this side, and then a big square thing, which it's like the middle one, the two side ones are always angled away, so I just copied and pasted it and it worked. So also, I said in the last video I didn't want to do the interior of the station, but I am doing the interior of the station now. I've got it so that I found a load of videos on Theme Park Worldwide's blogs of Drayton Manor. I've just found loads of videos of either the inside of the queue line, or him walking through it, or him pointing the camera forwards and walking through it, which is amazing. And so I am going to do the interior now. I might cut off the finals. Actually, no, I don't need to even cut off the final stairs up to the station, because it won't be blocked. It's not going to be functional though, because the stations in Planet Coaster are absolutely terrible. So it's not going to work, but it's fine. So it's just going to be stuck in testing mode. The windows on this really aren't that bad to do. I did get the colouring wrong, so you might be thinking, if you've been to Shockwave and you see it, the colouring is just a bit off. I know it's got this yellow instead of like the grey. I think it's the yellow and the grey on the window panels, but I'm gonna change that later. So anyway, it's just stuff like that, little things which I need to change. And I can just copy and paste loads of different parts of the station, so it won't be too bad. So I'm gonna save it and it'll be fine. Anyway, I think it's about time to end the video, so thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.